Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. And the Tigers will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. To the air, it's Nussmeier. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Here he goes. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Second down play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on third down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Durham. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Slides to avoid the big hit.
We got a short pickup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant the seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Caught quickly. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score LSU 7, Clemson 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. He makes the grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Let's fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They'll run it here. He finds some space. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. There's the handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, This is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 2.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that short completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important third down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Durham. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. But we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Touchdown, Tigers. Add 6 more points to the total.
Chris, this quarterback seems to be feeling it right now. That's his 2nd touchdown pass in this game. Doing a great job of reading coverage and getting the ball out of his hands on time.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11.
That makes the score LSU 14, Clemson 3.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Randall. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
2nd down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. He lets it go. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. He'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Off play action, he's looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
And here comes the punter onto the field. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaks into the clear. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, you just can't talk about the Clemson Tigers without getting to a mobile quarterback. And this is another example of how deadly they can be in this dual-threat offense that they love to run.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Is incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. It's an out route. The catch made. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. Money comes for his second punt of the game. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
That's the first down and more. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
That completion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. And the back gets the football. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be a 43-yard attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. Offense recovers the fumble and keeps going. He'll be brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he stopped short of first down yardage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 45. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
That sack makes it second down and forever. QB bootlegs here. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Klubnik. Tries to get it to the running back. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to find room. It's Durham. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Defense is coming after him. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Good enough for a first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score LSU 24, Clemson 3.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
LSU 24, Clemson 3.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First play of the second half is a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Here he goes. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. That's reeled in. It's Haynes.
Complete to the back. Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started. That's good hustle and a nice play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
It's a quarterback keeper. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On the run, it's Haynes. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks into the clear. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down here for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He hands it to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. To throw, it's Klubnik. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The Tigers will have to kick it away.
On to kick it away.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like the Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Short loss on the play, sets up second and long from the 18. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking tackles and going. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff again. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the ball.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They continue to roll up the score.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score LSU 31, Clemson 6.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
A completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's in the clear to make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Throwing off play action. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Back to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Coming up.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Here he goes. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but they still trail 31-13. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. He'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking for a gap. It's Durham. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. He's got it in the open. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's in the clear. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Over the middle, it's Anderson. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers! They are pouring it on now.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score LSU 38, Clemson 13.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And off the deflection, it's caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Williams.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. It's a shotgun run call. He's got the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Receiver receiver makes the grab.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
But here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Just when it looked like they might make this a one-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the 4th quarter.
In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Pounding away with the run game. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Handoff to the single back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this game. Well, this one, I mean, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
They came in at the very beginning of this game. You could almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation